TPD releasing this 8-page initial police report today, but most of the information on here redacted. To some of the residents here, this pile of rubble that you see behind me, it's just that. It's the remains of a fire. The athletes who lace up their shoes are what draw in this big crowd of people, ultimately funneling in millions of dollars to Leon County. Upon arriving on the scene, first responders go through triage, determining which wounds and victims are most urgent and getting them help immediately. In this home that we're at right here on Brevard Street, it is one of those 44 potential demo cases with the city. We're on about day 5 of this, so when you talk to students on campus, you get that slight eye roll. They're sick about hearing these rumors and they're just ready for a decision. But it didn't look like this at other points in the day. Sometimes there was no sand, nothing.
What was the feeling like inside the Capitol?
Well, there was a lot of anticipation leading up to when they actually spoke. It's not the first time that the idea of consolidation has come up. It's been on the ballot 4 separate times, and each time, failing. But you don't need to look far to find a city that does operate this way. Julie, Ben, there are about 940 city employees with city-issued cell phones. It doesn't stem from a number you see on the scale or the body type you see in the mirror. It all starts right here, a mental health issue many don't know enough about. Abby, that building, it's still closed off behind me. I'll step aside so you can see the tape still up, marking it off. Luckily, everyone making it out safely.
Wave in support.
Dozens raising their voices.
These are the speaker cards we have, okay?
With roughly 200 people speaking for or against the ordinance, it's the biggest turnout the commission says it's ever seen.
Common sense gun legislation, like I said before, is not rocket science.
After nearly 5 hours of public comment, the commissioners voting to approve 6-1.
Indicate by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 6-1.
The new ordinance will require background checks for all gun sales that take place in public places, like gun shows. And it'll put in a 3-day waiting period.
Doctors kill more people than guns kill each other. Put a 5-day wait on surgeries.
Many against it, saying it won't do anything to stop gun violence.
Criminals do not go to gun shows to buy guns. There's too many cops around. Criminals buy guns from their drug dealer.
If it's not going to do anything, why is the NRA so against it?
But those in support say,
if we save one life, then morally we've accomplished a great deal.
Moms demand action, a driving support behind the measure, says with gun rights comes responsibility.
It's just a background check. It's not saying that people don't have the right to purchase weapons.
And many thanking the commission for its action.
The fury of the opposition gives this small step dignity and heroism. We stand with you.
In Tallahassee, Mariel Carbone, WCTV Eyewitness News. Well, there was a lot of anticipation leading up to when they actually spoke. There were shooting survivors, their local leaders, and Broward County School District teachers all just waiting for that moment when those Douglas High School students were going to speak. Now, the teens traveling the nearly 400 miles up to Tallahassee last night, and they came ready to spread their message. The stories now told.
I was fleeing for my life. I was running for my life from a guy with an assault weapon.
We were running, we were trying to get by the fence, by the creek. People are holding on to each other, some are crying.
And the messages made clear.
I understand what it's like to text my parents, goodbye, I might never ever get to see you again, I love you. I understand what it's like to fear for your life. And I don't think we should ever be discredited because of that.
Inside the Florida Capitol, the call for stronger gun control pouring out of the mouths of more than 100 Stoneman Douglas students.
I'm here to demand change from our government.
Some marching to meetings with lawmakers, holding signs. Others branding messages on their arms. The crowd demanding to hear from lawmakers who have spoken out against stricter enforcement.
I want to see those people. I'm not here for a fight. I'm not here to argue with you. I just want to speak. I just want to see your face and know why.
The survivors warning the legislators that nothing is going to stop them.
We are not afraid of getting reelected or not getting reelected. We have nothing to lose. The only thing we have to gain at this point is our safety.
And leaving lawmakers with a vow.
We are the future. We are the future of America. We're the future voters. So legislators out there, if you guys don't make a change, you're not going to stay in office. And that's a promise.
Now, that inside event ending with Senator Lauren Book speaking, telling those students that although they might not see change happen today or tomorrow, that they are working hard and they will come up with something for those students that were here today.
Tallahassee City Manager Rick Fernandez announcing today he's taking a voluntary leave of absence. Capital City correspondent Mariel Carbone starts our team coverage. And Mariel, what led to this decision?
Fernandez making this decision after months of criticism that he broke rules in the Florida Ethics Code. It also comes on the heels of other city leaders asking that action be taken.
The details as we know them are concerning.
Allegations of accepting Florida State football tickets and a $5,000 discount to the city-backed restaurant, The Edison, leading to this.
I still have far too many unanswered questions.
Gil Ziffer calling for the suspension of city manager Rick Fernandez.
We have too many other things we need to be focused on, and the distraction was becoming far too great.
Hours later, Fernandez taking action himself, announcing a temporary leave. In an email to the commission, Fernandez says, "I will reiterate to you that any action by me as city manager has and always will be to provide the highest level of service." The Florida Commission on Ethics currently investigating.
I mean, it was clear, blatant violation of any common sense ethical standards.
Peter Butzine is with the Florida ethics group Common Cause.
This isn't about Rick Fernandez. This is about having an enforceable ethics code.
He says the city's ethics code is unenforceable, even more so following added language last week that he says makes it difficult to convict.
Look, there is a crisis of confidence. Not just in Tallahassee, but in government at every level.
City leaders not looking to jump to any conclusions.
It's important to me that I see all the facts.
The manager is entitled to due process, as is anyone.
But hoping this sends a message to employees.
That business is going to continue, that we are not rudderless, that this government is bigger than any one individual.
It's unclear if the administrative leave is paid or not. I'm also told that the deputy city manager will fill in until the city discusses the matter further. That'll happen at next week's commission meeting.